In the years following the loss of the Holy Land, the Templars had shown a continuing desire to create a state of their own. We are now left in no doubt that the Templars indeed manage, against all odds, to carve out their own nation. It wasn't some El Dorado in the New World, nor a hidden kingdom of the prestigion variety in darkest Africa. In fact, the Templars remained absolutely central to everything that was happening in Europe, and what is more, they were partly instrumental in the formation of the Western world as we know it today. The Templar state was and is Switzerland. In order to carry on their activities in safety, Templars escaping persecution and arrest in France and some other countries of Europe needed to regroup somewhere. They chose the Confederation of Cantons now known as Switzerland. The Templars' influence in Switzerland's formation and traditional makeup can still be easily recognized today. Alan Butler, a Mason, and co-author of The Warriors and the Bankers, is an expert on the subject of Templars. A significant number of Templars found refuge in Scotland, the only monarchy in 14th century Europe that didn't recognize the authority of the Catholic Church. Reorganizing under the protection of King Robert the Bruce, they soon found the perfect camouflage to hide their existence in the British Isles. Outside of the state and local governments, the Masons' lodges were the most powerful organizations of the time, and the Templars first infiltrated them, then brought them under control. Lodges that had been professional bodies were turned into ideological and political organizations, which are now the Freemason lodges of today. Even a quick examination of the Templars' history reveals the major transformations they underwent along the way. They first appear under a Christian façade but soon enter a darker phase in which unchristian and perverse philosophies and teachings show through. This doesn't happen all at once, however, and many events are responsible for the changes that occurred. These changes first came about during the Templars' sojourn in the Holy Land. During this phase, they became acquainted with the Cabala and learned the mysterious teachings of various other Jewish sects. The assassins' mysticism and perverse practices were also incorporated into their system, and the emerging picture reveals that their Christian faith had given way to secret occultist rituals and black magic rites. Needless to say, their ideas and mission changed accordingly. The second cause of their transformation can be explained when you consider that the poor knights of the Templar order acquired incredible wealth over a relatively short period of time. Given their hopes of attaining mystical powers over the material world through their newly acquired dark beliefs and practices, it's no surprise that they began to set their sights on much grander goals. It's important to keep in mind that at that time, mystic and secretive beliefs played an important, even everyday, role in people's lives. Many were convinced that in order to gain wealth or power, one needed the help of dark powers, which could be compelled through black magic. Using what they considered scientific methods, people were investigating ways of contacting and controlling invisible powers by means of secret codes, magic signs and formulas, and incantations. Poisons were prepared, the elixir of life was sought in experiments, and alchemists tried to create gold out of lesser metals. The Templars, seeking to rule this world with the help of the Invisible One, came to worship Satan and called on him to dominate the powers of darkness. Many years of investigations by the courts of the king and the pope documented the Templars' real ideals and proved that they were hiding behind a Christian façade. The order had gathered together the dark world's symbols, traditions, and rituals, and founded a system in castles built for that purpose, leading the way for many later secret societies.